Hello everyone, have an energetic Tuesday. और Tuesday motivation के लिए I've got podcast insights. Podcast insights सुनने में बहुत difficult है, पर I just wanted to make it easy for all the listeners so that they know what are the best podcast listening apps available on iOS and Android application, which I found very interactive, very impressive because I use it myself. That is why I'm sharing with all my listeners so that they have all knowledge about it so that they can use them in their life. So first, if I talk about a best podcast app, I use this on Anchor. I record it on Anchor. So Anchor, where you can search for the playlist, you can find out the playlist, you can create podcasts, you can share it on every platform wherever you want it. It has a very friendly UI so that it is very updated and understandable. Also, second, Radio Public. It is free on iOS and as well as on Android. Radio Public is a beautiful podcast app. It is the very important thing. It does not require login or something. You can just download and start listening into it. So through the RSS feed, you can start listening that. Third would be Pocket Cast. There are a lot of podcast apps which you might have heard, but कुछ ऐसे हैं which you might have not heard about. So I just want to make that pointer here on my show. Pocket Cast it is also free on iOS as well as on Android. It is an awesome app for people who are looking for something like a great UI. इसमें you can think of a great light, dark themes. You can use search filter, all those things. You can also, volume boost option is there. So like if you're sitting in a car or something and you want to boost your volume, you can do that by this application. You can trim some silence around. So if there's a lot of noise around, you can trim silence through that. So very amazing, very beautiful application. Next coming is Castbox. It is a new edition which is in 2018. This has amazing features, amazing review. If you just search for Castbox, you'll find a lot of reviews on the on the application, and they've won several best of the awards from Google and Apple in the last couple of years. So this I would really recommend for someone who wants to listen to the podcast of their daily life, motivation, skill, coaching, consultancy, marketing, business, health, any of this. So next would be my personal favorite, Spotify. This is again also free on iOS and Android. So people know Spotify for music, but they also have curated a podcast selection. So you can have premium version of it, and you can as well as have the podcast side of things. So your favorite podcast is not there, just ask them to get listed. It's easy. So whenever you are searching on it, if you think that this podcast is not there, just search for it. You can ask for get listing and you can get it. And you also have Buzzsprout. Simple, very simple and very easy. You have Overcast. It is free for iOS. It is not available free for the Android users. Overcast is ad supported, but the ads are other podcasts also have, but it also has ads into it. Highlight feature of Overcast, it's voice boosting, playlist feature, and you can do discovery through your Twitter followers also, or smart speed. These are few highlights of the Overcast. Then next comes the Listen app. Listen app is also it is an ad-free podcast. They are also about to release a social feature with a new update. So they'll have several save your data update, toggle playback speeds update, as well as the get notified of episodes update. All those things. Podcruncher. Podcruncher is, it has unmatched playback control, offering playback like speed, controls, gesture, landscape, sleeper, timer, multi-speed, all lot of new features into it. And everyone's favorite, when podcast came into it, we all knew that podcast is only available on Apple. So Apple Podcast, which is available on iPhone. From June 2018 onwards, Google has released their own podcast app, which is Google Podcast. You can just go to your Google account and search for the show name. So when you type my show name, PKP Voice Show, on Google, so you'll find the entire episodes line by line lined up on the Google Podcast, and it's so easy to just search and you get it. There's a lot of there's Podcast Republic, Podcast Addict, Player FM, and Antenna Pod. So there's so many other podcasts you can application which help you understand what this new field is going on. And this is all about 2020. So 2020 is giving you so many applications and so many new things to learn from. Just try grabbing skills and make your life beautiful with me on PKP Voice Show. I'll be back with more information and more knowledge for my listeners. Thank you. Stay connected, stay healthy. I know everybody is wondering, what is the easiest way of making podcast? So, बहुत अच्छा solution है. The best creation tool that really giving you a platform to record, edit from like phones, computer, tab, anywhere. It is called Anchor.fm. Just go on Play Store, search Anchor.fm. You'll find it. Download it and start recording a podcast. The most impressive part, which I found for myself, I just have to upload or record my podcast without using anything. I can do it from my phone directly, and I just share it on Anchor and it goes on Spotify, Apple, Google, Overcast, everywhere. I don't have to singly go on every seconds and do on posting on everyone. It's like bare minimum time taking place. So you can make money out of this, you can spread your voice out of this, and it is very easy to use. Very important. Go on, download Anchor.fm, and let's get started to podcast world. Thank you. Follow me on Instagram at DigitalPKP for all the information related posts. You can search Digital PKP for YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. So I'm just there. Get connected with me for more information and more feedback. Thank you. Have a good day.